now for kind of a sour spot of let's talk about Marvel's
Shit.
She-Hulk.
We're gonna talk about She-Hulk first.
Well, no,
Sheesh.
we did the other two. Let us
Sheesh.
talk about the warm and comfy stuff before we get into. Yo, how'd you feel about the first season? I guess.
I thought that shit was hilarious. Nah, bro. A
Okay.
lot of people gonna fucking hate me for this shit. People gonna fucking riot on my shit.
Nah, nah,
Nah. We not that popular for this. For
nah.
niggas to start fighting where I live, start trying to curse me out in the
Even if we
supermarket.
were, we stayed true to our opinions.
We be chilling. But nah, bro. I think that in regards to She-Hulk, I think the show was mad funny. Like I looked at it more as a comedy than a superhero show.
Uh-huh.
And when you think of it as like a sitcom, it's mad funny. Like it's genius in its craft. Now, as a Marvel show, you know what I'm saying? I don't really fuck with it. It's like if it's like a
What?
if that was the idea of it being like a superhero, if this was supposed to be like a superhero, like a real, true superhero, like Disney Plus TV show,
Yeah.
I don't think that that's what it is, you know. But you know, it's supposed to be like a sitcom. It's supposed to be like I wouldn't even say like a rom com or like a romantic comedy, but it's more like an occasional romantic, but mostly sitcom. And it's funny, bro. Like I'm laughing at fucking Jenna Walters because bro, she's hilarious. Like she's getting bodied every week. Legit. The only problem I had with She-Hulk was at the end of the show. And at the end of the show, we start doing dumb shit. Like she coming out of the Disney Plus screen, that pissed me off. On top of her coming out of the screen, she's fucking talking to Kevin, who I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga? You know
Right.
what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm like, who the fuck is Kevin? Kevin, the artificial intelligence robot that's making plot for all the Marvel shows and
Right. Right.
Marvel. I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, because
Kevin.
I'm asking myself hella questions like, yo, is Kevin gonna be in a movie? Is Kevin gonna be in a Marvel movie?
Is he going to be significant at all
Is
somehow?
Kevin gonna be in this Kang Dynasty movie? Is he gonna be in any of these other like shows? Because the existence of like this Kevin, because it's like she came out of character. She went through the Marvel reality to come to like present
Broke the
time.
fourth wall. Did all
Yeah,
that. I
bro.
mean, she was doing that throughout the show, but yeah, talking to the audience, interacting with the audience.
Yeah, bro. It to me it was to me I think of it right as a One Piece
One Piece.
non-canon movie. It was fun.
Don't say One Piece.
Nah,
That's
I gotta say One Piece because
pretty bad.
One Piece don't be having, bro. Nah, hey, you go to a One Piece movie, you see hella fans, it be mad fun. You got your popcorn, you watching people slug each other out.
That's
Then
pretty
after the
bad. One
end,
Piece.
nah, at the end, you see my boy Ace, my boy Sabo posing, and then it's just rainbows and lollipops and candy and
Well,
chocolate.
well, I won't go as low as you did and compare it to One Piece. That's wild.
Bro, I mean,
That's
bro, I'm telling you, you've never seen a
like
One Piece movie, bro. They're fire, but they're not canon. You feel me? They're
no,
interesting,
I've watched like two of them.
but I'm saying, did you watch the new? Did you watch
Hell
the
no.
last couple? Like
Waste of time.
Stampede,
Waste of
Stamp
time. For what?
Stampede was Stampede was fire,
Well,
although it was
let's
non-canon.
not get into One Piece though. But
Yeah, but I'm saying like in general, what I'm trying to get at is it was a it was a show that was funny. It lasted the way it did. I think it meant to make people smile. A lot of people weren't really looking for She-Hulk to be this comedic lawyer that was just doing dumb stuff and sleeping with all of these heroes or sleeping with all these men and doing whatever she was doing. But I thought it was funny. I laughed. Funny enough, my whole girl, she's like, I never want to see this again. And that's coming from her. And she be watching Marvel movies when I do. But I thought that shit was hilarious. But that's my point on it.
Bro, this was my face the entirety of me watching the show.
Sheesh. It's pretty bad.
That was my face the whole time.
Sheesh. The bro trying to think.
She-Hulk is easily. All I do is state facts. She-Hulk is easily the worst Marvel cinematic show, right?
Yes, I agree.
She is easily the most underdeveloped character with the amount of screen time that she's had.
That's true too.
The amount of screen time that she's had, she's underdeveloped. She's very shallow. Like there's not much to her as She-Hulk or to her as Jen that is appealing. That is like that you could be a fan of. Now I'm stating that as a man who don't know women's struggles and things like that. I get that. But I've also heard this from women that the show itself as a whole and the Marvel Cinematic Universe just doesn't really offer much. So, okay, cool. Now with all that being said, what I think, I don't know for sure, but what I think people were waiting for was that real moment where she maximized her powers. And I think throughout the entire show, she never did that. She had little fights and scuffles with Titania. And then there was that one part where she had to get the demons back into the portal. Okay, but we didn't see her do Hulk type things. We didn't see.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
We got a small taste of it when she was training with Banner. We got a real small taste
because and it was funny because after he left, we lost all of that.
We lost that, right? So we got a small taste of it while she was training, and then for the rest of the show, like there was nothing. Like there was no like. I don't even know why Wong. That part with the demons, I don't even know why Wong like went and got her. He could have went and got mad other people that would have been useful in that scenario, but you go get somebody who just got their powers, who like her power isn't really useful for like multiples of small enemies. Like Wong could have went and got somebody else for that. Now I get, it was the whole like legality thing, so maybe that's why he brought her in. But yeah, I think everybody was waiting for that Hulk like moment where she's actually using her powers. Not in like a savagery way. Like I'm not expecting her to be like Banner when Banner turns into the Hulk, where he's like, like yelling and screaming and ripping his clothes off and all. I'm not expecting that, but what I was expecting, like maybe a fight with Abomination, or maybe like what I'm saying, like something where she's actually they showed her do like the shockwave clap, and then they never showed it again. Like they showed her,
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? They showed her like, oh, she has the ability to jump mad far, and then she never did that again. You know what I'm saying? So we never got. Think about Moon Knight. At the end of Moon Knight, we saw him like, okay, mid combo, he's shifting between personalities mid combo to like do different things to different enemies. Like we saw kind of, I'm not gonna say Moon Knight maximized his powers, but we saw like the development of the Moon Knight powers. So I feel like for She-Hulk, we never really got that. Or if you think of Miss Marvel, you know what I'm saying? By the end of Miss Marvel, she was doing a lot of different things with the powers she got. So we actually get to see the powers manifest in like fight scenarios and rescuing scenarios. But I feel like in Miss Marvel, like she had little fights with Titania, but I don't think
It wasn't as aggressive.
we didn't see her maximize the powers. So it was
Yeah.
like we're watching more Jen Walters,
But
and
that's the thing.
then when she turned into She-Hulk, she's still like
No, bro.
type regular.
She maximized her powers in bed. That was what she was using. Bro, she was
we saw
She-Hulk in the
more of that
sheets.
than She-Hulk abilities.
Yeah, well, bro, we saw more of her sex life than her character development. Which, you know, don't get me wrong, though. All my females who
was the
hoeing,
sex life
I
a
get
part
it.
of was the sex life a part of the character
Yeah.
development?
Well, bro, I mean, let's be
I
honest
think
here, bro.
I
But
mean they
let's
showed the
be
dating factor. I don't know.
bro, let's be honest, bro. She slept with most, like, if anybody goes to the comics and they look at She-Hulk, they'll see that she has a record of taking hella bodies off of dudes' souls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the comic version,
So
yeah. Yeah.
So like I think that they try to play around with her sex life a lot and play around with, you know, the fact that she's a lonely lawyer who she's a feminist and she feels like she could do things on her own and you know, kind of just wrapping that around with, oh well, I'm a feminist, but I kind of I kind of want some D, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of one of those scenarios, but yeah, bro, I mean,
But I'm okay with
you're
that.
right.
Like I'm okay with them showing her sex life. I'm cool with that. That's fine.
But
I
that's the
what
only character development she had. So it sucks.
I wouldn't go that far. I would just say that like Jen Walters developed a whole lot. But what I'm saying specifically is what didn't develop was her superpower.
Mm.
She has heightened abilities that we didn't see develop for the entire show. She like there was no like that's what I'm comparing her to other like Marvel shows. If you think about Hawkeye, like the girl was naturally good with a bow and arrow, but then she had to learn how to be a hero, how to strategize, how to like do things that's not reckless, that's not going to put other people in danger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then she started getting other little gadgets like there's development in the hero part of it. But so She-Hulk, she didn't develop in the Hulk part of She-Hulk. You
Well,
know what I'm saying? Like we're
I think that she's not a hero though. You know what I mean? I think she may be an anti-hero. I think that may be where they're going at, but I don't see Jen Walters as caring about people other than herself. Like her character is very
yeah, that's
self-absorbed.
true. That is
You know what I
true.
mean?
That
I
is
don't
true.
see like
I think she did rescue the she did like save the courthouse that one scene.
well, that's cause she like her friend was like,
Her
"Yo,
friend was like,
Jen,
"Yo, do your thing."
you
Yeah,
should do your
yeah, yeah,
nah nah nah, but I don't want to. But come on, nah nah nah, but I don't want to.
yeah, yeah. That's true. We'll see where they go with that. We'll see where they go with that.
No, I don't hope to see what they do with this. Like I
I
think
think
they
they're
should
definitely
just.
gonna have another season though. That's the thing.
I hope not. And if they do, like bro, this is the thing, right? She Hulk has opened gateways to other types of shows, right? Now, Daredevil
Right.
was one of them. Like, Daredevil was introduced, well, not introduced, but reintroduced through She Hulk and his character and all of that, and us getting a chance to be reacquainted with him because we haven't seen him in so long. I think that she should be the character that joins into other Disney Plus cameos. You get what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
she shouldn't have the main spotlight anymore just because it was just such a waste. Like, you
Yeah.
know, she got powers, she was still a lawyer, she didn't really want to use them. Then she felt cheated when she lost control, and then they're like, "Oh, nah, you can't turn into She-Hulk anymore." So now she's like, oh well, this now I feel like I didn't want to lose my powers like this. I didn't want to lose this other side of me like this. But it's like, nah, you asked for it. You didn't want to be in this position, and then now when you're in the position where like God gives you that leeway. Now you free.
And she was on the fence too, because she at first she didn't want it, then she did, and then so
Yeah.
the identity part of it they did perfectly. Like throughout the show, she's trying to find her identity. I feel like that was perfect, but the superhero part of it was like lackluster. So
Well,
that's
bro, as I told you, it's not a Marvel superhero show. It's a Marvel sitcom. That's the best way I could describe it. And because of the fact that I felt that it was like a sitcom rather than being a actual Marvel hero show, I feel better. I'm like, okay. Because bro, let's be honest.
but
This shit was
you're creating excuses. It is a Marvel hero show.
is not, bro.
My WandaVision, that was a sitcom. This is an actual Marvel bro.
No.
She's fighting
Wa-
Titania. She's fighting.
WandaVision had hella evil in there too. She
No,
she
but I'm
was
saying there was no fights in the whole show up until the end. There was no fights in WandaVision. It was a sitcom. Bro, She-Hulk is fighting. She fought Titania twice.
yeah, but it was some hero shit. You feel me? Like it was some hero shit in the end. You get what I'm saying? Bro, throughout the whole show, Jen Walter,
I'm not making excuses for it's a Marvel superhero.
no, it's not a Marvel superhero show. When I find out that Kevin exists in some multiverse, and we're like, who the fuck is Kevin?
It's just bad.
Bro, who's
it's a
Kevin?
Marvel superhero.
Bro, does
show.
Kevin exist in the multiverse? I need to know this question.
Why are you so stuck on Kevin though?
Bro, nah, because she jumped through a Disney Plus screen, went into the present, talked to Kevin, she changed her whole ending of the show and then moved on. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Yep.
I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Bro, anybody who watched that show was like, wait, what?
It was bad.
Now, bro, WandaVision, don't get me wrong. We could argue that WandaVision was a sitcom, but bro, let's be honest, bro. It was a little more than just some it was more than just a comedy show. Like there was a lot more. She was lost. There was a story behind it, bro. There was no story with Jen Walters. You feel me? Bro, sitcoms be like, yeah, every episode is an adventure. There's no end. It's like Pokemon, except like, it's funny. But bro, at least with WandaVision, she was like, yeah, well, they went and scrapped Vision's body. I wanted to recreate him. I was fucking up. I made mistakes. I had to, at the end, she had to come and do a full 360 and then fix everything. Yeah. So it was more like, okay, well, shit, I actually have to be a better person. And then it tied into a fucking movie. Bro, this thing don't tie into shit, bro. Just a waste. See, bro, but that's what I'm saying, bro. WandaVision, if we call it a sitcom, bro, WandaVision did a better job. WandaVision was like, okay, at the end, you get this book of chaos, and she's fucking up, and she's seeing the multiverse and doing a whole bunch of crazy shit. And then now we're like, oh, it leads into Doctor Strange because it's like, oh, multiverse, Doctor Strange.
But they had a lot more time to develop Wanda.
Bro. I feel like with any Disney Plus show, they have hella time, bro. It's all about it's all about the director. It's all about
you're right. You're right, because Falcon and Winter Soldier, like those were already developed too.
Yeah, Loki. Bro, there's no excuse, bro. When you got bangers like Loki, WandaVision, Captain Falcon, Winter Soldier, it's
not a matter of development. You're right.
Also, even like Hawkeye, that was big too. That was a lot of character development there too.
Moon Knight doesn't tie into anything either. But like I said, when you watch a superhero show, I want to see superpowers.
Yeah, but
And I
Moon
and
Knight,
that's
Moon Knight will eventually tie in at some point, though. I think.
yeah, eventually.
I just think
Eventually.
that Moon Knight was based in a different is based is not based in the Marvel Cinematic Universe right now, but it was a great start. This was a show like Moon Knight wasn't like Moon Knight did a great job, and bro, Moon Knight only had like 6 episodes. She Hulk had like what 9, 10.
Yeah, Moon Knight did a lot in 6 episodes. But
Oh, Moon Knight didn't have enough, bro. Moon Knight had 12. Because bro, I think Captain Falcon Winter Soldier had 12.
yeah,
WandaVision, I believe,
I'm
had
signed
12.
into I don't think I'm signed into
But
the chat.
bro,
But
if Moon Knight had a little bit more time, and obviously we're not talking about Moon Knight, but if Moon Knight had a little more time, Moon Knight would have you know it still would have been fire, but we still got more stuff out of it. But yeah, bro, I mean, I don't see She Hulk as being a useful character. I don't see her being an Avenger. I just see her being a waste of time. And if she is an Avenger, she's just an Avenger the whole round. That's it,
sheesh.
bro.
I, I'm
That's
I'm
the
a
new generation.
I'm gonna leave it at like I said, when you watch superhero shows, you want to see superpowers. I don't want to watch a superhero show and it's really just the life and times of Jen Walters. Like
Yep.
I wanna see superpowers. That's why I'm watching the superhero show because I want to see somebody's superpowers. And there wasn't enough usage of her superpowers, or there wasn't enough situations that called for her to surpass her limitations and actually do some Hulk type something. It wasn't enough of that
Indeed.
for a Marvel show. That's what I'll say. Um okay, cool.